Yo, welcome in. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. This song really does get the stream going, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really gets it just revved up. It really does. Good energy right off the bat. What's going on, Eagles fan, Saffron, EJ, Dr. Dank, Boobs, Bibstacks, legendary. Gun Myrmidon, welcome in. I decided, I think, did I decide it? I don't remember. Let me go do, where's my boy at? I don't have enough charges. Let's repair this real quick. Let's go get my health forge real quick. Remember I was going to do it the other day, but I didn't. This is like a newer song for this guy too, and yeah, it's from, he made it 2 weeks ago. This might be one of my new favorites. Top 5 S tier. Where was he again? Way over here? Must be. Oh, I left it on P3, didn't I? Not a whole lot of reason to do P3 Hellforge, huh? Not much of a reason. Mark's gonna be toast in like 1 second here. These beetles are annoying, huh? Oh, was I shooting with my... I was, wasn't I? My tele staff out. We'll be alright though, we can handle some bugs. Roar. You take care of them, you tank them, and I'll just sit here and do this. Elrune, legendary. Okay, well, we got that done. Anyways. Gold Magic Find, welcome in. Good evening to you as well. Good morning, says Sorbic. Good morning to you. It all depends where everyone's at. Good morning, good evening, good night. Bo is King. Blue says, ooh, Bo is awesome. It is awesome. Several people said they were in the middle of watching my members only video. Nice, appreciate you. Yeah, so I posted up. I might start doing it more often where I get early access for channel members. So I posted a video earlier for my meth drops, and it will be available to everybody tomorrow. But I think I'm going to start doing that a little bit more often. Just a small little benefit for the channel members, a little extra, you know. How long streaming today? Only about 2 hours probably. I need to get my backyard reseeded where I had work done, so there's just like a bare sandy spot in my backyard. That's about, we'll call it 10 by 30. So along with a few other bad spots I'm gonna fix, or attempt to anyways. They'll look good for like a couple of months, and then in summer everything will die again. So. Great audience. Did you watch the 100 Pit Runner, huh? 100 Pit Run video? Yeah, it must have been from a little bit ago, huh? Yeah, probably a year or two ago, I switched to doing like how many hours it would take me, because I thought it sounded more like 100 pit runs, you know. But you know, depending on how many runs I would do with what character, it would be like, you know, people would be like 100 runs, no big deal. But if, you know, I'm using a mega budget, you know, whatever necromancer, that could be like 20 hours. Like these ones with a kind of a not perfect gear Boadin, aren't going to be like 3-minute chaos runs, right? They're like, oh, with my Mosaic Assassin, I can do 100 chaos runs in 3 hours. Well, okay, well, I'm using a Summon Necro with the Nage's Puzzler, so I used to get all that kind of comments. So I started doing them by time, but for a little while. Yard work. We're in Michigan. Probably going to snow in 2 hours. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the back done yet. I should have done this all like before, even though it was gonna it was like 75 and then snowed and then it was 75 and snowed again. I was like, man, well, it's gonna be like 27 tomorrow. Like, I shouldn't do it now because I'll wait, the ground get a little warmer. But then now the grass that's all out there is super thick and green and tall, and I had to cut my grass one time already. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have done this like 3 weeks ago when it was 75 that one day. And then it rained for like 9 straight days after that. I'm like, son of a... Yeah, Michigan weather not the greatest for... I mean, it is kind of good for grass because it doesn't generally get too crazy hot. It's not like, you know, I don't know, places that get real hot, but it's got the cool times in fall and spring to grow grass. But it's also, spring is just not as good, to be honest. Fall's better when it it feels like it gets gradually colder in the fall, more so than gradually warming up in the spring. In the spring, it's like 77, 72, and then it's 51, and then 31, like a high of 31 during the day, low of 19, and then, you know, the next day is a high of like 40, and then the next day the high is like 65, and then the next day is 77 again. You're just like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, like 2 days ago it was snowing, like off and on crazy stuff. Yeah, Safford said you woke up to a frozen yard. Yeah, last night here it was 27. Later today it's supposed to be 70. So it's like that time of year. Tomorrow it's supposed to be, I think it was tomorrow was a high of 77. It did say 80 before, but they lowered it to, oops, let's go this way. They lowered it to the upper 70s. Minus 53 where you live in the winter. Yeah, that's too cold. Oops, okay. It does not get that cold here. I think the coldest it'd ever get in Michigan where I'm at, the coldest I've ever seen was like minus 20. 20 something. Oh, did I not? Oh. Well, that would be why that happened. Whoopsie. Noob Phil strikes again. P7, no, it's P3. Players 3. No Enigma. I don't have all the perfect gear and stuff, so. Ral. I don't know why I thought that said pull. Not sure. Old Magic find if early on in Warlock would I put points into energy. I've only done the 2 playthroughs, so I mean I can't say that I'm exactly an expert. I feel like I did a lot of times I do put a few points into energy early on for several builds actually. So I'd say probably, but at the new meta, could be. I didn't feel like putting the bald cap on today, so I just decided to put a hat on instead. Because, yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I'm actually not bald. It's just like a gimmick that I do where I put a bald cap on every day before I record and make videos and stuff, just as like a funny, like, hey, look, he's bald kind of gimmick thing, but I'm not actually bald. I just didn't feel like doing it today. So I just threw the hat on to cover up the hair. Why not? It's 85 area out here. Why shouldn't I clear the river flame too? Any good drops yet? Nope. I did 1 run so far. Viv said he's an energy enjoyer for the Warlock. But there you go. How many unique rings from Nightmare Andy before an SOJ? It could. One time I ran Nightmare Andy to get an SOJ. I didn't find a unique ring until run 89. It was my first unique ring, and it was an SOJ. I did it one time where it was like 90 rings, so. All RNG. For every person like me that found that ring on the very first one, there's somebody that it takes several thousand runs to find one. That way it averages out to, you know, a lower number, you know? What was my fastest for the Stone of Jordan? 100% it was that time where it was 89 runs to get a Stone of Jordan. I was planning on doing like a highlight video of pretty much like, what could you expect to find besides just SOJ from Nightmare Andy? Because you can find other cool stuff too, like Tails amulets and stuff. But then it was around 89 and I found it like an hour into my stream, my first stream, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing that video, never mind. If I already got the SOJ I wanted, I'm not doing any more of these runs. The SOJ drop was sick. True story, huh? True story. Perfect magic find. Wait. What's the perfect magic find? There is no perfect magic find. It's going to depend on what build you have. So you essentially kind of prioritize kill speed over magic find in places where you can get more kill speed, right? So a lot of times people throw on, well, I got the survivability. If you die, you're going to find less stuff because it takes you more time to find things, right? So, like right here, I have Magic Find. If I found an Arachnids Mesh to get me a skill and FCR, then I can swap other things around. I'll swap that. This, if I didn't need the survivability, I would throw War Traps over here because I can't really help my clear speed. And this helps my survivability some, but I don't feel like it's enough to overcome. You know, so you're kind of making a educated calculation, like an educated guess. There's no perfect. Like, Energy Shield Nova Sork, I usually only get like 170. If I go real high, I can stack it like 250. But that's kind of unnecessary usually. Blizzard Sorceress 400 is like no problem. So Eagles fan says 1 under 70 is the perfect amount of magic find. It's an interesting choice on number because it's like not an even number, and it's not particularly high as well. I wonder why would you choose that one? I'm just kidding. Don't tell me why. There is diminishing returns as well, yes, but if you can have 100 magic find and it takes you, we'll just say Blizzard Sorceress, 100 magic find to clear ancient tunnels takes you 3 minutes. And if you easily stack 400 magic find and it takes you 3 minutes and 15 seconds to clear the ancient tunnels, then I would go with the 400 magic find. But if the 400 magic find takes you 5 minutes to clear the ancient tunnels and 100 takes you 3 minutes, then I might even just drop it down to the lower number. It depends a little bit too what you're doing, if you're holy grailing or if you're just like farming in general. But yeah. James, is that directed towards me or is that somebody else's comment? I can't really tell. What's going on, Toon? What's up? What's up? Don't need that. Hot take MF 200 is perfect. Yeah. I mean, Tisha, I don't think it's really a smart idea to ever say that any particular amount of magic find is perfect because like I was saying, that's my take, that the depends on your kill speed personally. But Dr. Dank, hit the like button. He says, yo! Good point. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Help a fellow haired person out. And yeah, I have hair. It's just under my hat right now. Just in case you guys didn't know that. Also, sickest hat in the world, by the way. Check out the Sweetville merch store. Link in the description there or in a card there on Twitch. Got a sweet hat. You can get shirt. This hat is sick. I wear this hat all the time, to be honest. Honestly, it's pretty dang comfortable. Pretty reasonably comfortable. And I definitely bought a $40 Lions hat, and this one is more comfortable than it is. It's really annoying. It's annoying that I paid 40 bucks for a Lions hat. And then it's like, you know, it was actually, I think it was more than that. I think it was like 45 after tax and everything. Devastating. And you know, you guys know how poor I am, how cheap I am, so. Not really poor, I'm cheap. Different. Oh, the coffee mugs too. I don't have the coffee mug. I have this. I'm using a pink one here that the Barbie decal ripped off. That's what I'm using currently. Getting beat up for. Oh, we're cursed. I didn't notice that till just now. Maybe I'll try to keep him alive here with some potions since I have so many in my inventory. Oh boy, he's gone. Never mind. Wasted them all. Just wasted them. Like the Lions? Yeah, I'm from roughly around Detroit, so yeah. My hometown team. Yeah, James, the Warlock, the Echoing Strike Warlock was vastly overpowered. Anybody who didn't think it wasn't overpowered, you're just like a ridiculous noob and an idiot, pretty much. There's like no argument for it that it wasn't overpowered, yeah, so. And now it's like, I did videos about it, you can check them out on my channel if you want to. The Echoing Strike Herald and the PTR taking out Heralds at the same speed as a Hammerden, so, you know. Also, it's a PTR, so it's not for sure going to be in the game. This is how the Lions swag this year. Last year's selection sucked. Yeah, I mean, the hat I had was cool, but the inside of it, don't look. I'm actually not bald. I have a bald cap on. Funny joke channel. The inside part of it started crinkling up instantly on the Lions hat. It's super annoying. I don't know why it did that. After I paid so much for it too. Really annoying. Really annoying. But, oh well. Super annoying. That's why the shaved head's so clean, because it's a bald cap? I know, right? Dollar Dolphin, yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, appreciate you. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for the Jeff Bezos subscription. Be absolutely free. Anyone doesn't know, if you don't use your Twitch Prime sub, Jeff Bezos just gets to keep that money. So you don't have to give it to me. I mean, please do if you want to. You don't have to give it to me, but give it to somebody. Don't let that guy keep it. Sorry if you're a Jeff Bezos stan or something. Do forgive me. But yeah, don't let him keep it. He's rich enough. He doesn't need 25 yachts. He'll be fine with 24. He'll be fine. Is that Galback wearing the hat and the Sweet Phil sword? No, that's random AI generated person wearing it. So, heard he takes that money and throws it away in space. He might. He might. Feel bad for Lions fans, but that team is so fun to watch. Yeah, Lions are cool to watch. Not making the playoffs last year. Hey, they didn't do good. What am I supposed to say about it, right? But they did not. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Tough division all of a sudden, right? Tough division all of a sudden, too. With Chicago getting Ben Johnson and their 4 players they got. Green Bay, always kind of a rivalry that's pretty tough. Minnesota, luckily they went with J.J. McCarthy. That made them bad. But that helped us out. But yeah, rough. Got Nubs. Yo, Got Nubs. Thank you so much for the Twitch bomb sub. Ooh. The Jeff Bezos subscription. Appreciate you. Dollar Dolphin says, I'm actually a big fan of Jeff Bezos. I want my Twitch Prime back. Sorry, bro. Mine now. Crazy. The Hamden, Indiana Bears. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, are they still the Chicago Bears, actually, though? They can't be the Hammond Bears. There's no way. There's no way. Just returned P. Mig to 20 years. Videos helped me tremendously. Thank you so much for watching the vids. P. Mig. Oh, is that what it is? I got the hat that's made for haired people, not the bald version. Oh, that could be what the problem was, huh? Maybe. I didn't think about that. Wait, that's not real, is it? I was joking. Just kidding. Dropping a like, Duck of Ducks. Appreciate you. Hopping in, hit the like button. Speaking of Lions, how about them Pistons? Yeah, Didn't they? I don't follow them too close just because I can't watch them on TV. I'll watch like YouTube videos of the highlights the next day of like the game, you know, but didn't they not do great their first playoff game here? Or kind of half paying attention, listening to, you know, talk radio in the morning stuff. So, yeah. I hate when it lands right next to you. Sorry. I accidentally clicked the wrong... Clicked off my monitor. Well, when it lands right next to you, but they are nowhere near next to you. Then other times it'll land like over here, and then they just drop right on your dome, and you're like, cool, 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 cool. Charge. Follically challenged. It's a good point. It's a good point. Follically challenged. It'll be the Indiana Bears or the Hammond Bears? Yeah, I guess so. Isn't that... They didn't build it yet, right? They're still at Soldier Field or whatever, right? In Chicago. They're just like moving across the river. They gotta still be called the Chicago Bears, right? There's no way. There's no way like an original 6 team that's still around nowadays would change like that. There's no way. Miasmic, welcome in. Have a Novasork, endgame, a Warlock, and building a Jabzon. What good next character to make? I mean, you can't go wrong with the Paladin. I mean, you can't go wrong with a lot of them. It depends what you're trying to do. You can rock Item Find Barb for like Holy Grailin. Item Find is so OP for finding unique items. Also doing Trav, of course. The Paladin, Fist of the Heavens. Like you can do a Fist of Heaven Smiter Paladin, or you can do a Hammerdin. I mean, like a lot of stuff. Wind Druids are powerful. Necromancers are powerful. Like, yeah. Oops, wrong button. Hearing people saying Zealers are fun. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Zealers, but yeah, I mean, obviously to each their own. It can be solid. Just a personal preference type of dealio. The Lions were still Detroit when they played in Pontiac. This is true. But also, at least they were in the same state. You know? At least it was the same state, and it was like a suburb of Detroit. I don't know if suburbs are the right word for it, but the greater Metro Detroit area, they call it. Or the Pistons playing in Auburn Hills. But it's like, kind of suburbs of Detroit. Auburn Hills is out there, actually. Auburn Hills is like the most out there. It's like... Auburn Hills is like a 50-minute drive from Detroit. It's pretty funny. Have you ran sewer level 2 in the Kuros? I found this pretty good thing. Sewer. Oh, the sewer down in the bottom of the sewer because there's like super chests down there or whatever. No. Oh yeah, you did say out of those chests down there. I missed the last line. I mean, I hit those on a playthrough, but no, I don't run them. No. But yeah, a lot of times, well, we'll call it sometimes on a playthrough, I'll make it a note if I'm not running for my life to run over and click on them, just to, especially in like normal difficulty when you really need the gold, right? Start using teleport charges and stuff. Zero-y in air. It's as if the Giants and Jets can claim New York. Where is their stadium at? Is it like New Jersey or something? I don't know that one. Well, the thing about claiming New York too is that it's like the state and the city, right? They're not in a different state, are they? Got a string of ears during the playthrough. It says miasmic. Upgrading it? I don't know if you really need to upgrade it. I mean, it's already got the max potion slots. I mean, I guess it depends. The requirements probably don't get too high, so maybe you'll probably be fine, actually. Now that I think about the requirements not going up at all. First SOJ, always Annie, but what do you do for the second on the fourth SOJ? I mean, if I have 2 on offline single player, I would... like, let's say I have 4, I would probably use 1 or 2 to try to get a better Annie, to be honest. But that's not like a guarantee you have to do it kind of situation. They play in New Jersey. Interesting. I never thought about it, I guess. Not a stadium expert over here. Where'd he go? Oh my gosh, this guy. Hide and seek expert right here. Just chilling. Am I coming back on later? I'm gonna stream till about noon, so about an hour and 40 more minutes, and then no, I won't be back on later now. So I got the video finished up, uploaded today. It's members only right now. It'll go live for everybody else tomorrow morning. So I just did a little members only video out there, and then stream it for a little bit here, and I got to do a bunch of yard work. Jason Williams, welcome in. Miasmic said, I'm upgrading it now. Ooh, no, I meant to hit this one so they would poof and save him up. Tohoja. No one's building a stadium in New York. City area. Yeah, I mean, like downtown New York, I guess I could see that, but I think with New York, you just say New York, but you just, oh, I mean the state, not the city, right? It is strange to not be in the city or the state, though, I'll be honest, but apparently that's the new cool thing. Isn't Kansas City supposed to be moving to somewhere else, too? I forget the story about that now. It was a few months back, but... I know somebody remembers it. Wasn't Kansas City moving to actually Kansas or something? Like they were moving across the river? I don't remember. I don't remember the story. Where's Fred when you need him? Up, right? Good call on that one. He would know. Hoverbike got super bad at valuing. Maybe someone else can help you with that, but I don't know nothing about value stuff. Jordan says all the NFL teams moving to Vegas to occupy dying casinos. Maybe. Yeah, their NFL's going all in on gambling. That's for sure. Aren't they having another, was it another draft or another Super Bowl in Vegas they announced already? Like, geez, guys, like, chill out. They just had one last year. You really got to gamble that much? You got to be right in the Mecca? You can just do this stuff on your phone. You don't have to go to Vegas. Like, ethereal. Yeah, we are. Super Bowl in a few years it was, Eagles fan says. Gotcha. Yeah, Miasmic saying the gambling sports scene out of control. Yeah, kind of. I mean, a little tiny bit here and there I do enjoy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like I'm some above the fray. I'm so much better than everybody else, so I wouldn't go, but no, it's fun sometimes, you know, put a buck or two here and there, see what happens. But man, the amount of money those companies make. Crazy. So yeah, you know, a lot of people are losing a lot of money. Then I don't know, you wonder why the younger generation can't afford to get a house or anything. Like, listen here, if they would just save their money like I did back in my day. Classic fields can't have Super Bowls because of no dome. I don't know if that's a rule, but it is kind of a guideline, I believe. They used to have Super Bowls at like Lambeau and stuff, but maybe they changed that more. Like, I'm not gonna say more recently, but a few decades ago. But like old timey ones they used to have at places like that, but maybe they haven't for like decades now. I can't remember the exact rule on that, if that's an official rule or not. Warm weather cities only for if it's outdoors at all. I know the Detroit had a Super Bowl back when I was that just after I got out of high school, I think. I don't remember. Jordan said, if I told you how much money I gambled last year, I'd have a heart attack. Probably. Yeah. I bet you I would. Because if you say that, it's definitely not like $1,000. It must be like 15,000 or 25,000 or something. Is how much you like gambled. Of course, meaning you must have won some. You must have won like 15, but you gambled a total of 25, so you're down 10 grand or something. You know. Miasmic says he does some March Madness stuff. That's on his hometown Phoenix Suns, but that's about it. Yeah, that's what I'll sit down, watch a Lions game, you know. Do like a $2 parlay for like 5 guys to get like their overs or something and see what happens. See if I win the $52 or whatever it is. I usually don't, but sometimes I do, you know. Yeah, I always consider combined money for like DraftKings, like the lineups and stuff. Because if you combine the gambling and the DraftKings lineups and stuff like that, I'm like up quite a bit of money. Well, quite a bit's kind of a someone's opinion. I'm probably up like over $1,000 over the last like 5 or 6 years. But that's most of that I won on different lineups for like DraftKings types lineups, not from the actual placing a bet on something. Gotcha, Jordan. So it's not too. It's close to what I was thinking, but not like lose my life type of situation here. Astros said, "I wish the numbers were that low." Oh boy, sorry to hear that. He's talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, huh? Ordering pizza for everybody. What's the 4 toppings? Pepperoni, bacon, sausage, onion. Gotta get some vegetables in there. So it's healthy. But yeah, that's kind of a lot of money. A lot of my buddies that gamble and stuff, I bet you their numbers are like that. For me, it's like, you know, I bet like $300 and I won like $240. You know, like that's like for like a whole year. That's like my money. Rune word to use going to Nightmare for your resistances. Let's see. I usually don't necessarily do a rune word. What I do a lot of times, because I would much rather be using something like stealth right here, just Tal F, walk, run, cast rate, FCR, FHR, faster hit recovery on the armor. This is not it, but I was just like visualizing it while I was going this. What I'd usually do is a lot of times on a playthrough, just getting one to a skill like a lore helm doesn't help me out a lot. So what I'll do is I'll just grab a 3-socketed helm anywhere I can find one and just put like a Ral, Thul, Ort in it for 30 to res, you know what I'm saying? Up there. And that's how I'll make up some of my resistance. It's not a rune word, but I'll just do that, you know what I mean? Wait. Oh man, I just battle ordered him hoping he would stay alive. Instantly dies. Instantly died. Man, he's punching me hard. Jeez. Olax, legendary. Hiding up on pizza. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. People get a little too crazy about worrying what other people do. Worry too much about how people cook their steaks and worry too much about... Oh, I didn't realize I don't have a book. I thought I was... let's go like this. Just in case. Oh, wait, I have a sling ring, idiot. What a dum-dum. I forgot about that. I was like, why do I have no portals? But I forgot I got this here. Blah. Ground beef and onion pizza? Doesn't sound too crazy. We'll go get our boy back. How do you guys feel about putting ketchup on pizza? Giga Chad move or terrible? I mean, it's pretty much pizza sauce, so... Gordon hadn't found a sling ring or opal vein. Just had a well done tofu steak though. Oh, nice. Same as ketchup on pasta. Oh, so really good is what you're saying. Okay, all right. Ketchup is life, dude. I'm joking, by the way. Just kidding. Or am I? It's actually a life hack right there. You just say something, and then if people react negatively to it, you just go, ha 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 ha, ha. Got you good. Ogre, ha 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 ha. Then nobody knows if you're joking. Going to Italy in Feb, you say there, Jason? Congratulations, enjoy. What if you went there and the pizza all tastes just terrible? It's just all super bad. It actually turns out that Americanized pizza actually just, we're used to it and it tastes way better than the original stuff, you know? Kind of like if you, like, I like eating Chinese food, but I bet if I went to China the actual food they eat in China would be like disgusting to me. Like here's a squid cereal, and you're like, what? Like, yeah, this is Chinese food. Don't you like Chinese food? Like, well, I didn't realize that, you know, you go over there, pizza's made out of like ground up, the dough's made out of ground up cow turds or something, and you're like, wait, what? I'm kind of kidding. PD2 season lift? No, PD2 is no good. Not good. And you don't need to ask why either, because everyone comes in here and pumps PD2, and then they go, why? There's all these good features. There's this and this and this and this. Yeah, nope, not excited about it. Crazy good food in Asia says spooky. I'll take your word on that one. And of course, that's an opinion. Maybe it's all gross, actually. Maybe you just like gross food. Am I right? Could be. Might be. Jason says I'm killing you. Oh, I was not. Thank you. You're killing my mercenary. Thanks a lot, chat. I'm just trying to read chat over here, and here you are taking out my, you know, Basil or whatever his name was here. Asines. Trying to get them without them being able to see me. A gnarled staff. Okay. Can't believe I don't have the yard work done yet. It's been snowing. Like, what do you want me to do? Yesterday it was snowing. But then 2 days before that, it was like 75 and 72 the day before that and 71. And I did some of the yard work, but then I had to do other things. And then today, I woke up this morning, it was like 29, but like it's supposed to be 70. They're supposed to be 61 or something by like 3 p.m. So I'm going to go out there when it gets up to like 50 at noon and start working then. And then it, you know, what do you want me to do about it, bruh? Fried fish. Oh, are you trying to make me vomit, Gold Magic Fine? Come on. I'm pretty sure I'm undiagnosed allergic to seafood. I'm most positive. Most positive. Marty saying, ain't Americans like the taste of food preservatives better? Well, in the United States, they add a bunch of salt and sugar to everything. That's why it's delicious. Marty, I almost didn't recognize you with your name's green on my screen here. I almost didn't know who that was. You're sorry. Crazy weather out there. It's Michigan. It's Michigan. I hate that part of it for sure. But yeah, throwing me off. I know, right? Is there any value on a Diablo drop small charm? Not nowadays, no. And even the grand charms. So, Mage, if you're playing D2R that has Terror Zones, there's no value on. They refer to them all as Bale grand charms, but because you can just go to a high level Terror Zone, and every grand charm that drops is essentially a Bale grand charm. You know what I mean? So, but if you're playing old school one, I think if they're provable. If they're provably high enough level to get over 40 to life, they're worth like an IS back in the day. But nowadays, on D2R, they ain't worth anything. Small charms or large charms. Spooky said, worst drought ever recorded. Yeah, I did. Speaking of worst drought ever recorded, so went to Arizona. Excuse me, went to Phoenix in, what was that, February? And since you live there, you'd remember this. It was like 29 degrees at night. And it was like a high in like the 50s during the day when we went there. For like multiple days. The whole time we were there. There was like 2 days it was in the 70s in Phoenix. And it like poured one day. We're like, wow, we come to Phoenix and it's 30 degrees and raining. You gotta be kidding me. Of course it is. But anyways, yeah. Phoenix goofy sometimes in the winter, I guess. I thought it was just kind of like, I thought it got down to like 75 in the winter. I don't know. We went there like the winter before and it was like 91. So. Biff said your wife tried to make you put away your winter coat. You were like, no way. I definitely putting away the winter. After today, it's all smooth sailing from here. The highs every day is going to be like 60 plus from here on out. I promise you. I don't even need to knock on wood or anything. I promise you. Asmic said you've seen it snow twice in the last 25 years. Talking about Phoenix. Yeah, I wonder if the one time was... it wasn't Phoenix, I guess, but my wife said she went there and they drove from Phoenix all the way up to the Grand Canyon, which is much higher elevation, of course. But they closed the Grand Canyon because it was literally like whiteout conditions. And as close as they could get to where the Grand Canyon was, you couldn't see the Grand Canyon from there because it was like whiteout snow. That's like, how does this always happen to us? Ooh, KC was behind 7 minutes. Devastating. Yeah, Flagstaff and up. Yeah, it was further north for sure, but you still like being one of us peoples. You just don't, you know. Yeah, it was. We drove up to the Grand Canyon. Not this year, but the last time we went, which was like a year or two ago, and it was super cool. Like we went out for sunrise at the Grand Canyon, and yeah, it was like 27 degrees. Just freezing. They definitely made their money on hot chocolate that day, I'll tell you what. Sure, I'll take a $9 hot chocolate and another $9 hot chocolate and two $12 coffees, please. Please, 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 keep them coming. Astros said, yeah, could snow tomorrow. Yeah, if you're super far north, yeah. Of course, I'm talking about Phoenix, Arizona, so that's a little different than northern Canada. You live like right next to Alaska or something. In the Arctic Circle. Gotta check these. 640s. Come on. Next time. Boy, when I get Enigma, it's gonna be so sick I don't have to do that. It's always fun going south and it's only 50 and walking around in a t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah, when we went to the zoo one day and when we were in Phoenix and it was like 61, but the sun was out. And Phoenix sun is literally, I believe, when you go further south, the sun does feel hotter. True story. But yeah, I had a tank top and shorts on, you know, and there's people walking around in like literally like puffy winter coats and the Uggs. Like, oh boy, these people. Our kids are all like, hey, when we get back from the zoo, can we go swimming? Everyone's walking around in winter coats. They're like, it's so hot. Come on, we got him. Merc's staying alive too. Yeah, look at that. Man, he ain't dropping nothing. Did they nerf Diablo? What's going on here? Yeah, Myers saying they in Flagstaff. Yeah, you can go snowboarding. Yeah. That's my wife's uncle or cousin was saying that that's what's kind of neat about Arizona, I guess. You're like super hot and you can drive like 2 hours and go snowboarding. Is cheating still a big problem in this game? Kind of, sort of, I guess. They did do a little bit stuff with the patch to fix some stuff, but it's, you know, it's an arms race. I'm sure by the second or third season of the expansion, the botters and the cheater people will figure more stuff out, and then they'll, you know, who knows what'll happen, but... That says they take 90 degrees here, talking about probably Phoenix like nothing, but you'd pass out. Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely. It is definitely kind of like a drier. Because I was literally there. It's like you're in the sun and you're like dying. But then you go like sit in the shade and it's like 74 out. And 74 in Michigan, you'd be like kind of warm. But like sitting in the shade, it almost feels like cool in Phoenix. That's what I noticed when I was there before. But then you go in the sun and it's like, whoa. Like the dry heat, right? Yeah, the humidity in Michigan. I'd always tell people how stupid they were. I stand by it because I can't be wrong. But yeah, the humidity in Michigan is actually crazy. You can never admit you're wrong. That's if one thing I learned in life is never admit you're wrong. Just even if you know you're wrong, just don't admit it. I am completely kidding, by the way. Just kidding. Fishaholic said he hates the heat. You can put on more clothes. I mean, I suppose, but I just hate that there's times when it's like, we'll get back to that one. Cody, yo! Thank you for the 5 gifted Saleya ships. Fishaholic got one. Didn't you already? Oh, he wasn't a member. Okay. Well, congrats there. But thank you so much for the gifted Slayer ships. Yeah, legend. Appreciate you. I hate, there's only, you can't wear too many, like you can't always wear more clothes. Like I hate when it's in the winter and I have to go get my daughter from school. It's like a 1/4 mile walk, maybe a half at most. But by the time I get to the school, like I can only wear so many socks and then my big winter boots and my feet are effing freezing. And you can't cover your whole mouth and nose and eyes. Like when your skin, like when you have the little slit in your mask walking to the school, but then like right here is like burning and you can't really open your eyes because they keep like getting cold when you open them. But then you like want your nose out and you're breathing and the air going in your nose like hurts so bad. Come on. It's just like, it can be too cold. When you get in the, like the -20s, it's like when the air hurts the inside of your face when you breathe it in. It's too cold. You can't wear clothes over the inside of your face. It just, you know, it's. I've never seen any clothes for that, anyways. Do regular Sunders still drop? No. So right now, if you're playing online and whatnot, the Sunder charms are only going to be dropping from Heralds, and they're incredibly, incredibly rare. Like, a regular person is never going to find one. They're doing something for next season, an upcoming patch. They did a PTR and stuff, and they are kind of going to do something differently, I believe. And we'll have to see exactly how it shakes out. But as for this very second, you can only get them from these Heralds and Terror Zones right now. Jutton, welcome in. Estonio saying, geez, how cold does it get there? It usually, the coldest it gets where I live is like, and this isn't even every year, but like -20. This year it probably didn't get to -20. Maybe it did. I think the coldest it got, yeah, no, it did get to -20 this year actually. But that was just like nighttime, overnight cold temperatures. I would never walk to go get her in that cold of a temperature. But if a couple times it was like -8 or something, I walked up to go get her. But yeah. You can't take off your skin? Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I've never been in a place where it was like 130 degrees. Like, you know, the temperature outside is that of a perfectly cooked steak. You know, I've never been there before, where you literally get cooked alive. But if it's like 105, I mean, that's no big deal. Whatever. I mean, I'd rather have 105 than -22. I'll tell you that much. There was nothing you can do outside in that temperature. You know, like. I've golfed when it was like almost like over 100, like regularly. Like you can go swimming, go to the beach, go do all kinds of stuff. when it's cold outside, what are you going to do? Like, Jason said you get -40 where you're at. Yeah, it doesn't quite get that cold in Michigan. And I'm just like around Detroit. I'm not like I'm not UP or something like that, you know? Upper Peninsula. But yeah, -20 is not, it's not like an every year occurrence. That's just like the coldest it ever gets. In the 20s, -20s. You can go camping in -20s? No, you can't go camping in -20s. You can go inside of a tent, a specialized winter tent, and then wrap yourself up in a specialized -60, like $300 sleeping bag that is like this. And you have to wear like booties on your feet inside of there too to make sure your feet don't freeze and fall off. That's not really going camping. That's, you can technically survive. That's not, technically surviving is not doing something fun outside. Come on, get out of town. I'm not ready for Canadian winter. 80% of the Canadian population lives below the northern line of the United States. So everybody in Canada lives further south than the people that live in northern Minnesota. I'm pretty sure that's the number. 80% live below the northern parallel of the United States. There's like random obscure people that live up north, like people complain about Florida weather in chat. I can't understand the last part of that, but yeah, Florida's very humid though. It's like hot. It's like pretty hot and humid, and then it like rains every day because it's so humid, right? Yeah, Canadians aren't ready for Alaskan winter. Exactly, they aren't ready for our American winters that are actually hard. What percentage of Canadian population lives below the northern parallel of the continental United States? What's this number? What's this number? Oh, more. Oh, not 80. More than 70%, I should say. More than 70% of the Canadian population lives the same parallel as me in Michigan here. Oh, this button. I was like, what button do I hit? Let's go drop the stuff off real quick. Again. AI said it, so you know it's true. What am I even talking about? I was referring to somebody in on Twitch that was saying how much of a poozy I am because I'm talking about how cold it is when he's Canadian, but he lives further south on the globe than I do. Winnipeg gets colder than parts of Mars. Well, yeah, Winnipeg is one of the ones that's actually further north than the continental United States. I don't know exactly how much. I just know a little bit from GeoGuessr, really. Let me look up where Winnipeg is. I don't know how to spell that. Close enough. Zoom, 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 zoom. It is. Yeah, so it's a little bit north. I can't tell miles, but I'm going to completely guess based upon absolutely nothing here. Wait, why is this in kilometers? Get the bleep out of here. 20, 40, 60. It's probably about 100 kilometers north of the United States. Whatever the F that means. What's a kilometer? I think it's something like, what, 2.5 kilometers in a mile? So it's like 30 miles or something. It's not crazy farther north than northern Minnesota, but a little bit. Stonio saying, first CTA 323 roll. Yeah, mine wasn't that great either. It happens, though. It happened. 2.3 or 2.7, I think. Well, if I go at 2.5, it's close enough for my purpose. That's for sure. For sure. Nice cap. Ooh, it is a nice cap. You are right. This sweet Phil's cap up here. Yeah. Check it out in the Sweet Phil merch store. It's actually pretty legendary. 150,000 Canadians live above the Arctic Circle compared to Americans 10,000. Well, living above the Arctic Circle would be terrible. So really, doesn't that show more of... well, never... I was going to give you a little bit ridiculous there for a second, but I decided not to be. Doesn't that show how much smarter Americans are than Canadians? By not living in a ridiculous place? I was half kidding, though. Each their own. I know, you know, living in your hometown and stuff is, you know... Boy, Arctic Circle, though. You get like 3 months of sun a year. Hard pass on that. Hard pass. MF affect essences? I do not believe so, but I don't know if I've ever looked that up, but I would think it does not. Eno Dog, welcome in. But we live in places like Gary, Indiana, so there is that. Ooh, boy, that's not a good look for the United States, is it? Yeah, pretty much anywhere in Ohio. Bad look. Yeah, bad look for the United States. Maybe I'll make a Cure helm. I don't think I've made Cure yet. I guess I mean, do I really need to? Mask is cool. We'll just make it, whatever. Good to know, Mustang. I definitely do not live in Detroit. Live in the 8 Mile Road. I'm pretty gangster, but. Make igloos in -20. Hard pass. Hard pass. My mixes that place is one big trap house. Wait, did I miss something here? Oh, oh, someone up a minute ago says Gary really rough though. Mirmadan, gotcha. Yeah, I've never. I feel like I drove through Gary, Indiana one time. Good job, Merc. I feel like I drove through one time. Viv said I can see Canada right now. Ha, nice. Yeah, no, I cannot see Canada. Legendary. I gotta start grabbing some stuff to sell, dude. I'm gonna run out of gold, like, getting low. Why do I see nothing that's gonna sell for much? Splint mail? God, I'm gonna waste all this time looking around for things to sell. It's just, no room for anything either. This will, but then I have this stupid stuff. Whatever, we'll get rid of the mask. That'll be 35k no matter what. Where the Jacksons are from? The Jacksons like Michael Jackson, or do you like... I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. I know some things, but not everything. Evelyn said in Canada your PC kept freezing? Marty, you gonna pull up a map on me or somebody else? I didn't see the context for that one. I was saying, yeah, the Jackson 5, I guess, are from Gary. Interesting. Yeah, I would not have known that one. Not have known that one. What do you drive? You look like a truck guy. I haven't had a truck for a long time. I used to have an F-150, but back in the day, probably like 2008 or whatever it was, or 2009, 10, I forget what it was, when gas went up to like $4.50 a gallon here in Michigan. And it was probably more in like Cali and New York and stuff like that, but I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I'm driving 50 minutes one way to work in an F-150 that's getting like 13 miles a gallon. This is killing me. So I actually sold that truck and bought a Ford Focus. True story. Right now I have a Ford Taurus. A not very new Ford Taurus. Time we got here? Almost 11? Okay, we got a little time left. Yeah. The RoboCop Ford Taurus? I don't know what that means, but it must be what the newer RoboCop movie maybe had a police Taurus in it or something. I don't know. But I don't know. Like a 13 or something? Missed the large charm? Nah. I don't really pick those up much anymore, to be honest. Right now, I could, but Ford guy, yeah, it's not like some huge crazy brand loyalty. My grandpa worked for Ford. My grandpa retired from Ford, so that's just the only, I'm not some, oh, look at you driving that garbage Dodge. Yeah, go. I'm one of those guys, I don't really believe that the quality of one of the big three or something like that is so much different than any other one. Considering I've worked in like 9 different like factories that made car parts for the other companies, and literally in the same factory, it's like, oh, this line right here, this goes on this particular Ford car, and then it's like this line of making plastic parts over here, these parts we make go to GM, and then those parts over the, it's like, they all come from the same factories, and they have some random people like putting screws in it to stick it on the car, and that's, like it matters. Maya's been saying we have the 3 best trucks on the planet. Yeah, maybe. I don't really know a lot about other... Well, I mean, don't other countries not really do trucks because they're so fuel inefficient? And really, people don't actually need trucks at all. I feel like trucks are inherently like a United States thing. Maybe Canada, too, because they're right here. And, I mean, obviously, there are always construction companies that need trucks and stuff, even in other countries. But, I mean, just for, like, the average Joe, like, the number of, like, housewives that just have like a pickup because they like feeling safe in a bigger vehicle, you know what I mean? Got him, Fishaholic. All the same parts, and yet Ford trucks are still piles of trash. This guy. EJV saying brand loyal guys have nothing else going on in their lives and they have to get excitement for comparing. Yeah, I don't really know what it is, to be honest. I mean, I guess it's just like every other thing in the world. I mean, it's always like, a particular person, their type of music is the only type of music, and everyone, you know, all the other music's stupid, and anyone who listens to the other stuff is dumb, and my car brand is better than your car brand, my political party is better than your political party, my country is better than your country, my, you know, like, it's all, my way of cooking steaks is better than your way of cooking steaks, like, when really everybody knows that well done is really what everybody likes, but they just, like, won't admit it, you know? Timmer is saying in England you have to pay more based upon the type of car. Gotcha. It doesn't surprise me, but yeah, I didn't know that for sure. Oops. Tomato reduction haters, right? Tomato reduction haters. Gnomsky saying most Toyota trucks made in the United States. I do remember hearing something. Toyota did a lot of, I don't know most, or I don't know the numbers at all, but they had started at some point in the not distant past putting a lot of, like, several factories in, like, I don't know the exact states, but like the Kentucky type of area. I don't know if it's Kentucky's in my head, but I don't know why that Toyota factories in Kentucky is like a thing that's in my brain right now. I don't know if that's true or not, but in that area, North Carolina and stuff like that, I feel. I don't know. Oop. Ooh, he was very... Okay, I'll let you go, I guess, because we're just getting... Wow, you're only doing the tube laser thing, huh? Okay, well, are you glitched or what? Okay, thank you. At least I can block some of his regular attacks. Good golly. Alabama? There you go. That could be Alabama, too. I believe you. Silvok, you check out my channel. I got budget faux builds. I got endgame perfect gear faux builds. I got all the different faux builds. So check those out. Right now, this is just whatever gear I could slap together. Some good, some bad. And I still need to respec too to make it better, actually. But Marty says interesting. Michigan doesn't even reach the 49th parallel. I don't know what that means exactly. Well, I know what a parallel is, but... Oh, the 49th parallel is the top of the United States. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, not quite, not quite. That would probably go, like, right through one of the lakes, I think, up there, right? Never thought about it much, though. Bob, what did you do? Control find this Nate guy? He's a paid bot. Is that all he does is hop in here and talk about the new PD2 seasons? I gotta figure out how to do that. What do you mean control find? Because I've heard this from other people, and I have a sneaking suspicion that whether they're paid bots or whether the PD2 creators just tell people to hop in and promote their mod all the time. I wish I could look that up and prove it so I could just ban him from the channel, you know, but I don't know how to do. I don't exactly know how to look up their messages to see if they're just talking about PD2 all the time. I doubt it's like a pay, like they're paying people to do it, but they're, I mean, Like it seems almost organized, to be perfectly honest. It seems organized. Like, hey, the new season's coming around. Go over and talk about it in the other Diablo 2 channels to get people to come over and play it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's weird that they don't go to PD2 channels and different places to talk about it. Well, because that's not a way of getting more player base over to the mod or whatever. You know what I mean? In order to get for me to get new viewers, I wouldn't post the same video on my channel. I'd have to start making YouTube shorts or something, you know, which is what I've done recently. You know, to get new viewers, you have to make new content. You know, you have to go to new places. Not saying I have evidence or that it's definitely true, but it just seems like it's organized. Joel says it'd be cool if Sork could use Bound Demon. Maybe. I'm not on board with that, but maybe, you know, other people maybe would like it. It's funny to me though, like there's certain things that make certain characters iconic, like find item for the barbarian, or teleport on the sorceress, or corpse explosion on the necromancer, and there's, you know, and people, and it's fine, everyone's their own opinion. I disagree. Like, people are always like, we need to have teleport on every character. It's like, well, that makes the sorceress iconic though. Like that's what makes it above and beyond everything else. Like if everything had teleport, then the Sork would suck. Or like, yeah, if every character had corpse explosion, then why would you use the necromancer ever? Like, that's the one thing that's like above and beyond that's powerful for it. If every character had a mosaic, why would, you know, I don't know. Is this a foe from the new Hammerden? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but this is the Paladin, and this is Fist of the Heavens, yeah. FOH. Yeah, only fills, yeah. See, my YouTube page is really just only to get people over to my only fills page, yeah. That's where I make my real money. Oh, it just like you totally got the wrong word in there. You meant, is this a new grail? Yeah, so this is a new Holy Grail, yeah. Yep, I did start a new one. I play all different characters, though, so I'm not doing just the Paladin or whatever, but yeah. Double boot drop. Come on. I get one good boot here. One good boot, come on. No. Sailor Evo said, lurk and have a nice run. Appreciate you. Yeah, hopefully I got about another hour. Hopefully I get some lucky coming up here. Uh-oh. He stayed alive for now. Let's see if I can somehow magically keep him alive. Gross. What are you? That's gonna be worth something. Hey. Attack me, not my mercenary, please. There you go. Oh, no. How do you get him to attack you now? He won't. He just only wants to attack my merc. That's fine. Got you good. Skin of the Viper Magi. Or it's not Skin of the Viper Magi. Serpent Skin, I meant to say. Alright, well anyways, move on from PD2 stuff. Godric saying you hate when you play games where every character is the same, right? The same amount of power. Not one's a little stronger, but maybe one has like the find item skill, or like, you know, one's more powerful early on, but it's less powerful later than one's not. Yeah, I like the parity as well. For sure. I think Nate dipped out. I think we're good. Already trying to get himself in now. Whole Griswold set says Chad plugged it into some rare jewels. It's actually really good. 12 sockets on a full. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, a lot of the, to be honest, a lot of the full sets and stuff, they really aren't bad. They really are not as good as, you know, using other stuff. But they really aren't bad. Like even like a Whirlwind Immortal Kings works okay. It's, yeah, you're not wrecking P8 Chaos Sanctuary, right? But you know, if you're out taking out Trav and then item finding, you can do okay. Like you said, the Grizz. Uh-oh. EJ put his guitar back together. He has one extra screw. Well, that's because you put it together more efficient than they even designed it to be. That's how good you did. So really, they need, the company that makes those guitars should hire you, because you can actually make the guitar for cheaper. You actually won. Ooh, a cornet and an ogre. Come on. Check the ogre first. No. Does have paladin on it, though. Saved him 2 cents. Yeah, see? Imagine over the course of all the guitars, you could have saved them like $600 a year. Like, that's just money back to the shareholders right there. Chad, I'm not sure if you're being ironic here or if you're being serious. It says he wishes teleport was a base skill for all characters. I can't tell if you're being ironic or not, because I literally just said a second ago of how I would hate, like, I think that's a really bad thing. Just like 4 minutes ago I said that. Wait, did I hit the... I did not. Jordan says, I wish they wouldn't make any more changes to D2R. Yeah, I mean, that's generally, if I was talking about how much I liked the game and enjoyed the game, I kind of wish they wouldn't make more changes either. I prefer to be honest, though. If you're talking about me ever, like, saving up enough money to not have to worry about finances when I'm, like, 60 or 70 years old, I would probably want them to change more things, because I literally got 3 or 4 times more views on my channel with the expansion coming out. But if I wasn't a content creator and I was thinking about just what I enjoyed in the game the most and stuff, I probably would want them to stop making changes. But I don't know. Everybody else loves changes, so could be. It's probably just me, I guess. Well, me and you, I guess. Equalizer tried to get the All's Doors Mephisto, Arzdol Mephisto. Couldn't find it. Get True Fire Warlock books. I feel like those books aren't the most common. I think I've only found 2 books, and they're both the Mephisto one. So, and there's what, 3 or 4 of them? I forget now, but. Myrmidon saying good changes you like, but most of them weren't good. Well, they're definitely moving some stuff around. Whether it'll turn out better or worse, that's going to be for each person's own opinion. But I think after this, I think this PTR was a great idea. I think they should have done one before the expansion came out, but they did not. Now they did. I think things will turn out better after this patch. Will it be perfect? I guarantee you it will not be. Nothing in the world is perfect. But I think it'll be a lot better than it was when it first launched here. Jason, appreciate you. Phil, literally making our days better. Well, I'm babbling on, hopefully making a boring workday go slightly faster. Well, Marty, you'll have to no faith in the new devs. Yeah, we gotta wait and see what they end up doing. Maybe it'd be like, I was wrong. Or maybe it'd be like, bleep these guys, I'm so right. It's hard for me to say, like, even like, oh, I think they're gonna make things, change things perfect, this and that, because like I said, I don't like terror zones. I don't really like I don't want changes and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to be like, I got faith they're gonna make these changes great, when it's like, you know, like, how do I explain it? Like I don't want a tattoo, and then, but they're gonna put tattoos on my face of, like, I don't know, hummingbirds. And I'm like, you know what? I got faith that they're going to put tattoos of hummingbirds on my face really good. It's like, I don't want that. It doesn't matter how good they do it. So, like, it's hard for me to say, like, how good I think they're going to put hummingbird tattoos on my face. You know what I mean? But I'm going to get a lot more views on my YouTube channel because of these hummingbirds on my face. So, these hummingbird tattoos on my face. I know, a ridiculous example, I know, but I do think it's always better to have ridiculous examples. Sounds funny, right? Ever planned to make a vlog style video? No. I've seen lots and lots of channels. Everybody tries to do that because it's like, it sounds like easy content and you don't have to come up with scripts and whatnot. But the time to edit and the number of views you get on it is not worth your time. You're much better off just, if you want an easy video, you're better off just looking at a video you made. And I see other channels do this all the time. Like, it's like, you're better off just taking a video you made like 5 years ago and making it again than you are, you know, than you are making a vlog about your life, that, because nobody really cares. Like, some people kind of do, but most people don't. Almost every channel at some point, they try to do their vlog channel and then it doesn't work out. The only way you can get that to work at all is if you're large enough to where you can get a vlog video will get like 1/10 the number of views that a regular video will do. So you have to like have a videographer and like an editor and everything for you. And then you have to still get like 100,000 views on a video, which I can't get that on my best videos. So I'm not good enough. I couldn't even get 1 hour long videos about Diablo 2 when I used to do my podcast where I would talk to other Diablo 2 content creators. I couldn't even get like more than a couple thousand views on those videos, let alone a vlog about my life, you know. Like, Jutton says D2R Classic soon. How about that? All right. For a second there, I was confused, but I thought Big Doom was. I was like, this is a joke, right? And then I read it further, and I was like, oh, it is a joke. Okay, good. I think I can do Ubers if I can take out declone in 15 seconds. Well, Ubers is way harder than declone. I mean, it depends what build you got. Because I can do, you know, I can get a nanny from declone in less time than that. But I couldn't do with an energy shield Novasaur. But I couldn't do Ubers with that same character probably, or it would just be so hard and take so long that it'd be just insanely annoying, you know. If you're a smiter, then yes. You definitely can. Beer something, Beerasuma, I can't read for some reason. Says if you make the video title sound like clickbait, retrospective to watch before you go to bed, you'll get hundreds of thousands of views. I have heard that meta, yes. I haven't checked that. I did a video a long time ago, and I thought about doing it again to try to get into that meta, where I made like it was like an hour and 20-minute long Drop Valley video. I think I needed to switch it up just slightly. I actually want to look that up real quick. Hold on. This is super unimportant, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to look up this video real quick. Loading and. I got to find it. Oh, it's 52 minutes. Yeah, I only got 20,000 views on it. Disappointing. 163 hours of farming the pits. Maybe I'll make another one of those. But I'll have to make it even more chill. Super chill. So if someone pops it on while they're laying in bed, they'll just like, they're watching it and they'll just be like, you know, just keeps playing, you know? That way you get like huge watch duration. The meta. Joel Bishop saying you tried with Energy Shield Novasaurus for Ubers. Don't work out too good, it sounds like. Yeah, I would imagine it being tough. really bad and annoying. Sailor Evo says you make the video super fast and then tell people to slow it down. I have not heard of that one. I seen one guy, it was kind of like a joke. It was a video making fun of people's tricks to trick the algorithm. But what he did, you can upload different audio tracks for different languages, but you make it so all the languages are like English-speaking languages. And in each one of the things, you tell the people watching it to switch it to the other language. And each third of the video, like this third of the screen, is like Canadian. And the middle third is like English American, and the right third is like English England. But every third of the screen is actually 1/3 of the video, so you have to keep switching the languages and rewatching the whole thing to get the entire video. It's like, oh my gosh, these YouTube metas are getting out of control. No high runes yet. Myrmidon saying that's what you would do? Pop on the super long ones and fall asleep to them? I guess I need to talk a little bit more chill. Hello. Welcome in, sleepy Diablo 2 players. Here we go, taking out Diablo. Hopefully there's a good drop coming right now. Oh, nothing but, hey, can we get some 220 Javas? Let's find out. Ooh, we didn't get them. Maybe next run. Everyone watching it just like... Stonio says you have rain sounds playing when you fall asleep. 10 million views, right? I don't know. I would feel weird. I would feel so weird if I was intentionally making my videos so boring that people couldn't stay awake while watching them. I don't know. Like, that's your intent? How can I make this video as boring as possible? I don't know. It's weird. Creepier than expected? No. It was the soothing voice of Sweet Phil. Gilly Rabbit says consume terrible. Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times. I think they were doing something about that. Didn't they do something for that in the PTR here? I don't remember exactly. I think they did do something about consuming. I don't remember. But yeah, that did happen to me once or twice on accident. Like, I would go to click on to consume, like, the Goat Man, and then my Hephaestus would run, because he was extra fast. He would, like, sprint over right when I went to click, and I'm like, no! Luckily, they generally stay pretty still, the bound demons do. But if you move, then they come running towards you, you know what I mean? But... Alright, dude. Big Doom. That's enough. I will probably ban you if you put that in chat again. I'm just gonna say that out loud. It was funny the first time. Oxblood said there's some streams that you intentionally search out to fall asleep to, pretty much, you say? Interesting, yeah. I don't know. I read the whole comment there. I see what you're saying, but it's be weird. I guess it's one of those things too, like I said before, how I don't really watch YouTube shorts or TikToks or anything, so I don't really know how to make them. I'm just kind of like, any of the shorts that I make on YouTube, I'm just like mimicking what I kind of see other people do, because I don't like them. So, you know. I'd have to kind of do the same thing, where it's not like I'm making something that I actually am like proud of that I think is good. I'm just like, well, what do these people like? I don't know, this, you know. Sailor Evil, that's a good point. I don't know if you guys ever thought about it this way, but if you hit the like button, that's actually great. On YouTube, that is. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Joel, appreciate you very kind. You say you watch, you like all my stuff. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I do like try even on the shorts, but like I just don't really get it fully. Which ones do good and which ones do bad, kind of, sort of, really, honestly. what people want to see. But oh well. Maybe I shouldn't make videos the way I think they should be made, because they'd probably perform better if I just made videos that I didn't understand. Sometimes I think that. But I watch a lot of videos for like information. So that's the way like my build guides and stuff, I make them for information. I don't like make them to like be entertaining, I guess. Drop highlights are entertainment though. Give you an idea of what kind of stuff you find though. Kelly says they're funny. Every once in a while I try to be funny. I'm not a great writer though, so I do almost anything that I do is just like off the top of my head there, because I'm not great at writing. I'm not like, I know how to edit everything, but I'm not good at like setting up my edits when I'm recording and stuff like that, if that makes sense. I try a little bit though. I try. Plugs having a hard time finding Chico this ladder. Yeah, it can be tough. I would say probably at minimum 50% of seasons when I want to get a Shaco, I trade for him. I find a Vex, or I find like some 4-socketed ethereal thresher and trade that for a Shaco or something, you know. So at least 50% of the time. Oops. Shoot at Diablo, please. That'd be great. Why are you aiming at my Merc? Can you... This guy. Marty, straight roasting me here. Jeez. Straight roasting me. What? Why do I have so many of these in here? Interesting. Oh, I didn't reset my... Oh, we can just go like this. Didn't hit my run counter number. What time we got here? 11:30. Okay, man, I haven't got nothing today. These, not that I've done a bazillion runs, but I feel like it's going a little on the slow side here. Jordan said I'd crunch the numbers. All the videos where I'm on the treadmill, I get 75% more likes. Is that true? Or 0.75% more likes? Because that's not too many. That's less than 1%, Jordan. That's less than 1%. Oh, I need to wear it the other way. I gotta wear it to show off the sweet fill on there. That's the only disappointing thing, because the camera's on my right side over here, which I know kind of looks like left, but this is my right side. So you can't see the Sweet Phil logo when I'm like this. It just looks like I'm wearing a generic black hat. I can read chat and you can kind of see it. That's why if I just go like this, now you can see it good. And it's very comfortable to wear this angle. I gotta straighten the bill out a little bit, I think. There we go. Look like a 90 kids? Bro, that's whack. Jordan said you need a caster amulet on ladder so you can drop your caster ring. Yeah, those can be tough to come by, especially because especially if you need a higher FCR, like in the double digits, 15 or something, or 17, depending on your build or whatever. Tough to come by. What's up, fellow children? What's up, fellow teenagers? Yeah. I mean, I don't look quite like Steve Buscemi, though, right? Like, I look a little better than that, right? Yeah, got you, Jordan. You're at 130. So do you need 5 more FCR, or do you have a 10 FCR amulet and you need to get 15? It's kind of what I was getting at. If all you need is 5, yeah, you just need any 2 to Warlock caster aim, you're good to go. Which would be primo, but Just the vibes, not the look. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Steve Buscemi and everything, but I do not want to look like him. Oopsie, that's not the right button. As long as I don't look like Bam Margera, yeah, he kind of dipped off. I mean, it's not that it's, how do I word this? Not that it's too shocking. Like, if you looked at his dad and, what was it, was it Don Vito? Wasn't that like his dad's brother or something that was in the videos with him all the time? He kind of looks like a mix between his dad and his uncle. Like, and that's not too shocking. I mean, people tend to look like their family members. Like, if their family members are 55, when that person's 55, they tend to look like their family members, right? Like, not shocking. Astroth saying no Sunday yet. Yeah, I mean, not too surprising. Thunder Chimes are like ridiculous the way they are now. Those are definitely getting changed, so for the next season. Definitely. Steve Buscemi as Neelathek? Maybe. I was gonna say that guy. Who is that one guy? Boy, he hasn't been in a lot of things recently. He's pretty old. He might be getting too old now, actually, now that I think about it. So he played the one head vampire in Underworld. And then he was like, wasn't he in like, what was that one movie? Shaun of the Dead. He was like the grandpa or something. You know who I'm talking about. He would be the perfect Neelathek if he's not too old now. Because obviously Underworld came out in like 04, so he's probably like 90 now. Bill Nye as Neelathek? Maybe. Wait. Oh, Neely? Bill Niley? Wait, what? I'm confused. Are we saying Bill Nye or is it a different guy? Michael Corbin? No, not Michael. The head vampire. Really, he was an old guy then. Let me look this up. It might be the name you guys are putting in there, but Charles Dance. No, not that one, dummy. I obviously grabbed the wrong. Sorry. Charles Dance. Wouldn't this guy be perfect Neelathek? Look at him. He's probably too old now, though. He's 79 years old. Yeah, he's pretty old. This is Neelathek right here. I'll tell you what. He could be Deckard. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Sure. He should be king in Game of Thrones? I don't know. Maybe? Oh, didn't I just battle aura? Why do I have 1300 health? Oh, I forgot to have... I gotta have Salvation aura up, because then it keeps my character alive. Who would be Anya? Boy, I ain't going into all this stuff. But I'm just saying that one guy for Neotech we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. SFE Sniper. You got a Zod on accident, it sounds like, huh? Can never complain about that. Is online down? I have no idea. I'm on offline single player, so no idea. Ooh, we know what it is. Stone of Jordan. Okay. Someone says that the EU online is fine at least. Yeah, if I had to guess, the one person probably just having an internet issue, but can't say for sure. Nope. Okay. Batiste off the juice now, real small. Yeah, he's in some like Amazon Prime movie with Jason Momoa or something, or maybe it was like HBO or something, I don't remember. Yeah, he did drop in size quite a bit, huh? Quite a bit. Oh, no wonder I'm doing no damage at all. What gear am I using? All kinds of stuff. Boots, gloves, hats, armors. Rarest find this week? I don't know. Can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch some of the Drop Rally videos I put out every few days to remember what the rarest thing I had found. This build seems very slow. It depends what you're comparing it to. If you're comparing it to some other build that has Enigma, then yes. Ooh. If you're comparing it to other characters doing P1, but I'm on players 3, then yeah, you kind of get the wrong idea, but... Corpse Explosion Druid till yesterday. Yeah, that's definitely an S tier build for sure. Oh, I did not mean to do that. And yes, I'm kidding, by the way. Funny build, funny build. Wait, when did I grab that? I do have Amara's, so we're not using that. Artisan's Codex. Shared stash full of gold sort of build. Yeah, you definitely eat through stuff like that, huh? Viv, yeah. This build is definitely slower than Lightning Sork in the Cast Sanctuary with Infinity, that's for sure. No doubt. So slow compared to Warlock. This is no Echoing Strike Warlock. Boy, that was one of the most tragic things. Every time I hear about something like more powerful this and that, or people talk about the character screen damage numbers, it just reminds me of this story when, and this was more than one time, this is not this exact one, but sort of like this story happened dozens of times. People hopping into my stream back in the day when Mosaic was like, had been out for like a month or two, and people like, yeah, I came back because they added these new rune words, and I played Mosaic Assassin because I heard it's the strongest build. And then I went and tried some other builds. People said the Hammerden was strong, but that character, the Hammerden, is so weak. Like, I have everything. I have Spirit and Hoto and Enigma and Shaco and Arachnus Mesh, and the character sucks. Like, it's so bad. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, it's so weak, I can't even play it. I tried playing Lightning Fury Javazon and doing cows, like people said that was strong. It's so weak. I can't play. All the characters in this game suck except for Mosaic Assassin. I'm like, oh my god. No, no. Why did they do this to Mosaic? Why? Why did they do this? This is so crazy. We're on P3, Genki. P3. Bug saying every book you find is worse than Spirit. Yeah, I mean, the books generally, I'm not actually really looking for really good books at the moment, even though I am picking them up. I'm honestly just picking them up for gold to sell for my teleport charges, to be honest. Viv saying maxed out Foadin, fastest chaos clear, other than Echoing Strike Warlock, of course. Maybe Sork. Yeah, I've definitely done the video where I did Foe against Hammerden, and just maybe I'm a bad player, but P1 and 3 Foe was better than Hammerden, just because Hammerden you have to telestomp everything, which is so annoying. But then Hammerden like did more damage on players 8 that I had seen, but could just be a skill issue, I guess. That's just me. Probably skill issue. Skill issue. Yeah, Hammerden with no Enigma. Ugh. So clunky. So gross. I probably should respec this pretty soon here, because at this point I probably will want to, I'll probably go with the method of maxing out more of the lightning damage, just because that could help me out a little bit. I still got more points, but at this point it's like not a lot's going to really help me a ton here. I should just do a full respec here after this run, actually. I was kind of thinking about it now that I'm 85, but I just hadn't done it yet. 1 MF Grand Charm? Yo! Congrats on that one. Marius. Nice. Gonna start next season with Energy Shield Nova. Hopefully you enjoy it. Charge. Did I beat the game with this pally? No, I haven't done that yet. I guess I could do that too. Actually, you know what? I don't really have a lot of time. Maybe I'll try to squeeze that in. Actually, after this run, I'll respec real quick. I'll do the. I'll finish the game here real quick, and then, yeah. What do I need to worry about? Ancients, gross. I mean, I could just cheese it and do. I'll just switch to hammers, do ancients, switch to fists of heavens, do the bale waves, call it a day. But I really need to get going here, so get the yard going and done. Best base for one-handed death. I feel like Ethereal Zerker, but not one I use a ton, so. Yeah, I'm 85 if you didn't see that a second ago, so. How much MF do I have right now? I actually have no, isn't it not very high? Or I think it's like 230 or something like that. Sounds about right. Man, find nothing today. Neglect the yard. Trust me, bro. I should, you're right. Playing of Hands, new best drop today. Oh, I forgot to. That runs over. Go ahead and close that because I'm not going to do that right now. Budget chain lightning sork with Crescent Moon. Yeah, I mean, Crescent Moon isn't going to break any immunities, but so anything immune to lightning, the finger mages are immune to lightning. You can't do nothing with that. So, but if you just, I guess, skip the finger mages, which have the highest rune drop chances, I guess you can do that. Probably not a bad strategy there, Fishaholic. Spray the yard. Oh, I got to do the whole thing too, don't I? Gross. Let me just go ahead and do something. Wait, what do I need? I don't need that much strength. We'll just wing it. We don't need it perfect. Good enough. 75% chance of lock. Good to go. Lawn mowing stream? No. Let's go here. Concentration. Okay. And maybe we'll go a little bit over, you know. Don't tell Galback, but maybe I'll go a little bit over, finish up the game here. Because it is a good point. I would prefer to be finding some shards right now. Not that it's a huge deal, but not that I really love terrorizing full axe and stuff, but Ah. Wait, I didn't use battle orders, did I? Should probably use them if I got it, huh? Nope, nope, don't take Gal back. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I've had about enough of people pumping Project Diablo 2 today, I'll tell you that much. If we like the video, how can we get a like? Or if we all like the video, how can we get a yard stream? I ain't gonna do a yard stream. I don't care about these stinking things. Genki, you say Llama was herald farming with no infinity in the cast sanctuary with a budget chain lightning sword? That sounds disastrous. That sounds just an absolute disaster, I'll be honest. Boy, heralds pop up and they're immune to lightning. You're like, well, I guess I won't fight that guy because he's immune to lightning. Oh, the next one's immune to lightning. I guess I'll skip him too. Not there. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, either way. Sordid curse. Very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we'll take that. Whoa. Go. Oh, why do I have this on P3 when I'm just playing through the game here? I just realized. Thanks a lot, chat. Perfect. We don't need Anya. Hell difficulty, we can go get that anytime. Oh. Thought that fire was like a waypoint or something. NFCR dual leech ring, nice. Congrats on that one. Oh? Yeah, I probably should, shouldn't I? A lot of work though. How much work that was? Oh yeah. Forgot. Concentration. I wonder how hard. Well, I haven't done these in a while. I got good enough gear. This shouldn't be a challenge. So. Is Crescent Moon worth it on a lightning sword if you don't have a Thunder Charm? It is for sure. Yeah, it'll increase your damage a bunch with like any of the monsters you're going against. It just doesn't break immunities at that point, so. Goated math. Go this way. Ugh. Oh, I didn't put the 1 point into salvation. That'd be fine. $19 more, huh? Save some of them. Thinking souls, man. Not so bad being a hammered in, of course. His spirit shield on it. Pally is like not a big deal. Love it. Well, if I'm doing battle runs on my hammered in, I got a sick map for it. Go. Oh, come on. Get through. There we go. Come on, be over here. Doesn't look like it, though. Ugh. Oh. Gotta take care of them souls in the corner here in a second. Do I ever use the Oak Sage charges? I did do that occasionally, but I mean, it just dies so instantaneously. It's like, yeah. Bane Cat, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yard Slayer, yeah, I know I was supposed to get off at, you know, this time here, but you guys tricked me into playing some more. Hopefully my Act 2 Mercenary does fine with those, what you call it, cold outside today. I mean, it should be up to like 50 at least. Let's see how this wave 2 goes, huh? I do have 100 damage at Holy Bolt here. Oh, I mean do that, but... Dang it, stuck. What? Oh man, I hit the wrong button. Dang it, my hotkeys got all messed up because I was... Wait, where'd the tele... Oh, stupid. Okay, I hit my hotkeys wrong and I messed everything up. Okay. Okay. Meant to go like this. Look at all that damage I'm doing. Not really enough to make it worth it. We'll just keep spinning these up, keep the... Hopefully the mages down a little bit. I can't, I'm stuck in it. Stuck in a swing animation. Yeah, the TP and the puzzler hotkey keep dropping. Yeah, that's what I keep putting it on, and then I meant to switch back, and then I didn't, and then, yeah. Whoopsie. It'll be fine. Almost lost him. Nice weather there in Michigan. Yeah, it's supposed to get there. Today it was like 30 when I woke up, and it's supposed to get up to 60 something today. Supposed to get like 60, 61, something like that. But that's not until like 4 or 5 like later, but it's like 50 by noon, which is pretty sick. Definitely working weather right there. Definitely working weather. Barbecue yard stream. I am thinking about grilling some steaks to well done later, that's for sure. Thinking about it. No promises. Oh my goodness, you. I did it. I did it. You guys proud of me? I was able to beat hell difficulty with the Heart of the Oak and a Haas and a Shaco. Yeah, I'm kind of a professional. Screw the freedom scale. Come on. You know what? We'll do one more chaos run. One more. Just one, though. No more than that. No more funny games either. Don't trick me into doing another one, alright? You've never seen a Haas? Interesting. Yeah, I've found probably 3 or 4 of them already here on my offline single player. Oh, what am I doing? I just respec, dummy. What am I doing? What am I doing? Where is it? Oh, idiot. Yeah, he just did. He just died. I forgot I just respec the hammers. I'm so not smart. Dexterity, I don't know, about right here, I think. Sure. Doesn't really need to be perfect. Poor guy. Offensive auras. Don't care about prayer. I guess we'll do Holy Shock for the lightning, but I don't have infinity, so the Holy Shock damage isn't going to be crazy. Or the lightning damage isn't going to be much, but... Holy Shock, what else am I going to do with the points? Got 10 more to go here. Could probably get away with less stacks with that, but oh well. 20 runs later. No. Good place to target farm Haas. Not super duper. I mean, I got one off. I think I got 2 off of Mephisto actually. I think I got 1 off of Andariel, maybe 2 off of Andariel. Hard to remember. I forgot to hotkey it. Great. Also, it's on Players 1, isn't it? Salvation. I want to do that. Mark's almost dead already. Great. I'm gonna find a Sur in my yard. Maybe. Which Diablo do I prefer? Buy Beans asks. Diablo 2 for sure. Like, it's like the only game I play. So Diablo 3, I played it for like a couple of months when it first came out, and it's like unplayable. Never really played it since. So I've been meaning to do a Diablo 3 playthrough, but I never got around to doing it. I never put my Heart of the Oak over here either, did I? Yeah, Bob there says he hasn't played D3 in so long. Same here. So long. God, I remember how excited I was pre-ordering D3, going to pick it up at Best Buy the day that it came out, coming home, popping it in, playing for like 7 minutes, and then all the servers crashing and never working again for like a week, 10 days, whatever it was. Oh, God. And then I was like, wait a second, you have to be online all the time? Well, how do I play when the servers are down? Oh, you just can't. You're SOL, buddy. God, what a disaster. I guess it's a little bit, yeah, like your internet's down, the service is down. It's a little bit better nowadays, I guess, since the internet is better, computing technology is better. So, you know, it's less likely that the internet will be down, usually. But yeah, back in the day, it wasn't uncommon for the internet to go down, right? Like, in general. Yeah, Bob says your memory is solid for that, right? Burnt wine. What is that? Suicide Branch. Let's go. Got some of those for a budget. Singer Barb. Yeah, did I take time off of work? I don't think I took any time off of work, but I do remember like rushing home. Maybe I did take it. I think I took a Friday off of work or something, and then the game wouldn't even work. I think I did do that, actually. I didn't take a lot of time off, but... Heard run 43, drop a high rune? No. I haven't got one in the first 40. Oh, tier rune. Alright, here we'll go. Oh, wait, you know what I didn't do? Maybe we'll level... I should have put points down to Conviction instead of those ones in Holy Shield. Because now this isn't going to... With the lightning damage from this, like, look how much lightning damage it is. With no Conviction aura. If I was going to go lightning damage, I should have done that. Lichtwand. Whoop, what did I do? What did I do? What's your other work? I don't do nothing else for a while now, but back then I don't even remember which factory I was working in at the time. Just take care of these quick things. Zool Leech, let's go! I'll just respec it again real quick, since I can do that kind of thing. We want to go offensive. Just gotta get one to redemption. I do like that. We want one here. And then we want to go like this, and then go, we got max, holy shock, what does it go? 5% on the res? 5% on the res is probably, minus on the res is probably way better than 5% or what is this, 15% synergy? Oh, What do you guys think? Is the 15% synergy better than minus 5? Minus 5, is that more? Is that more better? What do you guys think? When did I switch to foe? At like level 60. I played hammers through the game. I'll just go synergy or conviction. Conviction it is. All right, let me try this. Where are my hotkeys at? Here. I have Holy Shield on F8. The only thing is I hate having 1 million hotkeys. And I got Call to Arms on these ones. I got all my hotkeys filled, so that's kind of annoying. I think what I want to do. I got all my F keys filled up here, so well, really, it's better if I ever got used to using all the other keys. I hate having way too many hotkeys. I guess we won't use Salvation, because that's not fitting. Conviction it is. Alright. Just one more run, real quick. A little bit of lightning damage, not too much. Need to get some skillers. Wait, what? Oh, I was on the wrong side when I switched to it. One more run. Yeah, it's one more run. Trust me. Oop, I keep hitting the wrong hotkey. Job dum-dum. See, J Bonds McGee says you oh, just do a little more of the lightning damage. I don't get that Stan. I don't get that analogy there or whatever. D-Gen, what's going on? Yeah, the classic one more run. That's how it goes. No, really, this is the last one. I gotta get to work. I gotta slam some food real quick and get to work. Another level. A jaw will drop on the next run? It might. Maybe. Oh boy. Corrupted files in the game won't work. Oh boy. That's a punch to the gut right there. Ooh. Hopefully that gets Hopefully you get super lucky and get that figured out. That's rough. Fishaholic says I sound like a fisherman with one more cast. That's it's similar. It's similar, right? It's similar. No good. There's the max conviction or lightning damage right there. Max foe, max lightning damage, max conviction. No. I wish you could lock on. I hate not being able to lock on. When you get much higher points, I can see the conviction, lightning damage working good. At this point, still faster just to use the holy bolts. Yankee talking about single player. You love the not having to scramble for loot drops. That is true. That is true. Maybe just one more run, huh? Just to make sure that I'm joking. Some legends dropping in right at the end. True story. True story. But yeah, I definitely have got to go. Definitely have got to go. So thank you all so much for joining me for the short stream. I had to get to working on the art. I'm 24 minutes late already. Great. I'm going to get fired. But I appreciate y'all. Peace out. Make sure you check out the Sweetville merch store for a sick hat like this. Maybe the coffee cup. Maybe the desk pad, which is absolutely sick with the campfire scene on it. Check it out. Link in the description and stuff. But peace out and keep slaying. Ooh, yeah.